Mike's Field Trip to the Movies is a really important event for the Santa Barbara International Film Festival. How does it feel to see 1,500 kids watching your film?
Well, I have to say it's an honor. I was just sent a video of the crowd, and they seem pretty rowdy. And so it's very exciting, and I have to admit, somewhat intimidating.
How can film inspire these young minds?
Oh my gosh, that's a great question. I mean, growing up, I love to draw. I love to tell stories. I used to make little stop motion films with my dad, and it was always really encouraged. You know, my parents were very supportive. I had great art teachers along the way. So if I can do anything to encourage those kids out there that want to express themselves, then I'm all for it.
Great. What do you love most about interacting with children?
Oh my
And
gosh.
seeing their reactions and knowing their futures are ahead of them.
Wow. Well, I have two kids of my own, and they're amazing, and they both, especially my younger one, have a really artistic side.
Ooh.
And there's just something so pure about the reaction. You know, it's undistilled. There's no sense of them trying to put up any kind of facade. You get honesty, and I really cherish that.
Absolutely. We're just out there watching the film just now, and the way they cheer and grow. You're right. It's spontaneous. It's
Yes.
right there.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about the journey of bringing the Seabees to the screen?
Oh my gosh. Well, it's a story that I've been wanting to tell for a very long time. When I was a kid, I grew up loving the big action adventure stories. So my favorite movie as a kid growing up was King Kong, and I love Raiders of the Lost Ark and Clash of the Titans and those big epic genre films. And I've been working in animation for 30 years now, and I always wondered if you could tell a story like that in animation. And I was given an opportunity to give it a go, and the rest is history. I can hear it now.
Absolutely. Well, what's next for you?
Well, I'm actually working on a couple things. One is potentially a sequel to The Sea Beast.
Okay.
So this is good timing. We're just starting, and also thinking about an original fantasy story as well.
Can you give us a little hint about it?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've always loved like the real pure big stories, like the Lord of the Rings kind of fantasy adventure story, and I've always wanted to tell a story that would sort of be in a world like that. But I've also really, one of my favorite movies growing up was Princess Bride.
Okay.
And I love that there's sort of a playful point of view on some of those tropes, and so I would love to tell a story like that.
Well, great. Well, we've got something to look forward to.
Hopefully, yes.
Congratulations on the Sea Beast.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.